them. But really for me, I just wanted to I'm gonna be a little selfish, but today's my last day. I really just wanted to talk about what this business has meant to me, and really what it has done for me. So a lot of you are new and kind of don't know my story. So Austin remembers when I joined here for sure. I was a very different person. So when I joined, I had just gotten dumped by my now obviously ex-girlfriend. I had no place to live. I had no car, and I had $1.36 in my bank account when I started. When I had an interview in that room with Jose. And he took a chance on hiring me because, again, didn't have a car, which was obviously a fun thing some of you have gone through, and that's always a fun experience. And when I started, Austin can attest to this, my sales were horrible. It took me 7 weeks to get promoted. So I got hired December 14th. I did not hit leadership until this week. This week is actually my level 1 promotion. So it took me about 7 weeks to get eventually promoted. I struggled through this business as far as mentality, accountability, discipline, all the things that we talk about. It was just honestly things I had struggled with in my personal life as well. Like, it was genuinely kind of a mess. But you know, I gotta thank Jose too, and I know he's not here, but I cannot tell you how much Kobo and Ryan, and I mean Austin, Olivia, have totally changed my life, right? In ways I cannot even quantify to you. This, you know, I didn't come into this business with the intention to be a market manager, to be any of that. Like, that was not my goal. I needed a job that was a little bit better than some of the things I'd been doing. But the reason why I stuck around and the reason why I kept doing this business is literally just because of the people I was around. Because I saw who they were and genuinely just wanted to be more like them. I wanted to be in control of my life. I wanted to be actually able to, you know, pursue the future dreams that I wanted. All of the things I actually, like, they did it on a daily basis, and they were just people that I knew. And I was like, and you know, especially with Ryan, like, and Olivia, they're two monsters who at first I just didn't believe I thought it could be like, and just didn't think it was possible. The more you get to know them and the more you actually talk to them, like, they're not crazy people. They're just very hardworking, they're dedicated, and they know what they're going after. It's not some insane thing that you just can't be. Yes, it takes hard work, and yes, it takes incredible discipline and all those things, but the longer I spent with them, the more I just realized, like, you can actually do those things. Like, no matter who you are, no matter where you are in life, like, I told the story to Ryan of, there was one day when, this was before I got my car, because I didn't get my car until after I was level 1, because that was my first decent paycheck that I made. I was obviously still trying to work things out with my ex. Was not working. She kicked me out at 12:30 a.m. and it was February, and I slept outside in one of those bushes right there. Came in for Atmo at 7:30 a.m., pretended like nothing happened, and went on from there. Right? Ryan didn't know about that story for 8 months. Right? There will always be things in your life that are huge obstacles. There are things you don't think you can overcome that. They all become things, I promise you, in 6 months you just look back on and laugh, right? They're all just parts of a journey. The realization that you are in control of your own movie, you are writing your own movie. You don't get to pick a beginning, but you get to pick an end, right? So whatever end you want gets to just build on the story before, right? There is no good book, there's no good story, there's no good anything that starts out with everything was great, the middle was great, and it ended great. The end, right? You have to have a bigger struggle to overcome. You have to have something in your life that actually makes the end worth it, right? So whatever you're going through, whatever your personal life is, right? Like, for me, this job helped me solve so many problems in my life. I remember I came up with Corey one day, way back when my car got repossessed. Like, it was a nightmare. Came up with this slogan, 10 apps a day will solve all your problems. And it was a joke, but really, if you think bigger into it, It's really true, right? So 10 apps a day, if you're small-minded, right? Like, you're like, how would that solve your problem, right? Most of the time, right, 20 apps, $1,000 a week, for most people, that'll get you out of any tight financial circumstance that you're in and at least get you above water. Once you get 10 apps a week, you're gonna be adding people on your team consistently and you're gonna be growing. If you do that through the program all the time, you're gonna get promoted to a market manager. If you're able to do 10 apps a week as a market manager, you will keep your office afloat through basically any struggles. If you're able to keep your office afloat through basically any struggles and continually add people and teach them how to sell, you will be able to grow a business. If you're able to do that, you'll be able to promote people out and actually teach them to do that as well, right? So whatever circumstance you're in, if you can just keep consistent and keep doing the things that will keep you moving forward, it is amazing the compound effect of those circumstances. So really, like, I just wanted to say, I've met other owners across the country, I've met other people. You guys have no idea how good of an example you have between these three, Olivia, Corey, and Ryan. They are shining examples of who to be, not only in the office, in the field, but as people as well, right? So the opportunity, Austin and I were talking about when we came back from Dallas, right? Dallas is obviously full of killers, everything like that. The number one thing we realized when we came back is how lucky we are to have the owners that we do have, right? Take advantage of them, just not only in what they know about sales, what they know about running a business, right? What they know about life in general. Like, actually go to them to help solve your problems, and it's amazing what problems you can actually solve when you approach problems unemotionally, right? Like, it's amazing what you can actually do. So really, I just wanted to say, relish the opportunity that you guys have. I know we talk about it all the time, but genuinely, basically anything you want in your lives, whether it's financial freedom, whether it's whatever it is, you can do it with this. And like, again, I'm not saying all of you have to be market managers, have to want to be market managers or anything, but again, the reason why I ended up sticking with this business so long is just because of everything it did for me outside of this business, right? How it bettered me as a person, how much, my anxiety levels have changed. Like, I still struggle with it, but I'll be honest, if you guys remember me when I came, very different human being, right? So just realizing that you will get out of this what you put into it. It will be worth it in the end, I promise, and just enjoy the ride, guys. Enjoy the opportunity that you have, the people you have access to, the wealth of knowledge that they have, whatever you guys want, put into it, and I promise you'll get out of it. So I've loved you guys so much. I'm so excited to see what you all do, to see you all in our market manager calls, running our own offices across the country. Genuinely can't say enough about you guys. I wouldn't be anywhere without each and every one of you. You've all done countless things in my life that even I'm sure most of you aren't even aware of that you've done, but especially I'm thinking Mr. Austin here has impacted my life greatly in ways I can't even measure, but genuinely couldn't be more grateful, you guys. So excited to see what the future has for you. And yeah, let's go crush the day. But that's all I have for you.
One last she on three. 1, 2, 3. She!